What's going on, everyone? How's it going? Guess where we're at? We're at our new warehouse. We just outgrew our current location, our current warehouse setting, so I had to do it. This is more than double the size. I'll do a full tour in a minute, but I've always been a jump, run before I could walk type person. So it's only fitting that I get into these types of things where I'm like, you know what? I have a little bit of an inconvenience here at my current location. You know what? Let's jump into a 2,000 plus square foot warehouse with a loft and an office and whatever. So I'm super excited. I'm just going over the layout right now where everything's going to be placed. But I just want to thank everyone, because literally I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for everyone. You guys, patrons, local customers, everybody. So sincerely, thank you very much. I'm just some normal guy who one day took a risk and wanted to do what he wanted to do and didn't want to work for anyone else but himself anymore. So here we are. Here's the tour. Okay, so this is how it looks as soon as you walk in. Granted, it's not much to see. It is an empty warehouse. So here is what I'm thinking. You let me know what you think. So along this wall, I can't put anything directly under here because this heater, which surprisingly heats up the whole unit and the office, I can't put anything underneath here because I have a small leak from the heater. Just found that out because we just painted the floors yesterday and that is new. So the heater definitely leaks, which it is what it is. They do that. There's pretty much nothing you could do about that. You can get it fixed, but it's just going to leak again in another few months. Because I worked in a warehouse, and believe me, they leak. They always leak. So, this is what I'm thinking. Shipping's the Roka's side batch machines shipping station right here against the wall with all the U-line shipping tables. Also, computer and stuff for eBay, Amazon, all the other stuff. Here, I'm thinking a TV up there, big TV, just so we don't lose our minds when we're in here. All TCG player stuff here. I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do an aisle system starting from right here and go all the way down here, and pretty much I think I could fit 1, 2, 3, and then 4 rows of 7 racks. So that's by my calculations in my head, 10 million cards. And this side is going to be back stock and website inventory and all the patron inventory and stuff. This is the loft I was talking about. I have to build a staircase. I'm getting a couple quotes for that, but it's nice and sturdy up there, and all the HVAC is run for the air conditioner. I just have to install a unit. As you can see, the previous tenant took their unit out, bastards. Really high ceilings, which is great. In here, we got our office where, we turn off the fan in here. All right. This is the office where we're going to do like, our live streams, our computer or whatever, whenever we get a chance to do that. We're going to black out all this stuff here and to make it, so no one can see in. So in there, it's all nicey nice, and it's pretty much it, man. It's like, it stays surprisingly warm in here. That's the only thing that heats this whole place, and it stays really, really warm in here. But let's have a little talk about taking risks. All right, so we did it. We signed the lease. We're in here. It's going to be definitely a hard task to move the whole warehouse here, but I'm ready for it. I don't even have a chair here. I can't sit down. I'm standing while doing this. But I'm a risk taker. I've always been that way my whole life. And it's kind of worked out until now. So, might as well keep it going. But in everyone's business, you're going to get to a point where everything's going okay and everything is kind of going with the flow and you're just vibing, you're going through the motions. And I hate that feeling, because it's kind of like I'm in a 9 to 5 again. I'm just my own corporate drone, there's no growth. I'm just an hourly employee in my own business. I'm always looking for the next thing, you know what I mean? The next business venture, the next product, the next thing to do with the stuff I have, or the next video I could do, which is a whole nother side of the business I've been slacking on. But as everything keeps growing, the store, the Patreon, everything, I have to grow as a business and as a store. Literally, our old warehouse was like on top of the store, and it was 800 square feet. So it was like, I don't know how we did it. We would get pallet deliveries and we'd have to break it down, lug it upstairs, ship it out, bring it back down the stairs, take it to the post office, UPS, and literally my last order. You hear that? That's an air compressor from next door. That's pretty loud. All right, let's go over here. Hi. So, our last, I didn't know that was the thing. So our last thing we did with Doctor Who, we did like 2 pallets, I believe, and just breaking it down and bringing it upstairs took us, me and another person, granted our hand truck broke, took us 6 hours. Like, that's insane. Here, I would literally open up the garage door, get the pallet, and it's done. A minute. And it's out the door. It's going to be so much more efficient. We're going to get so much more done. I'm so excited for it. It's like not even funny. I haven't been this excited since like I signed the lease on the store itself. It's great. So right now we're just taking measurements, and granted it's going to be a lot to invest into here because I'm going to have to buy a whole bunch of new shipping tables from Uline. Those are about like $1,000 each. I'm gonna have to get about 10 more of the racks for TCG Player. They're around 200 each. You know, it adds up. So figure another 10 grand in like just fixtures and racks, not including, you know, all the other odds and ends and stuff, like not including the labor it took to you know, paint this, to change the locks on the door, to do this. It took a lot. It took probably just to get to this point right now without spending any money on anything else with the deposit, $15,000, just to get into an empty, vacant space with nothing in it. It's crazy, but that's the cost of doing business. If you want to do business, you have to spend money. You can't be worried about nickels and dimes. You know, I know I say that, and $15,000 is a lot of money. Believe me, it is a lot of money. But you miss a lot of dollars worrying about pennies. In other words, it's another great saying that I say a lot. But it's in times of like great stress, you know, diamonds are formed. And that's how I operate the best, in like moments of extreme stress. Now that I'm standing here and talking to the camera, because it's not like a full on, I don't have the whole building. There's an adjacent business next door, and I do hear them. I didn't know that was a thing, but it's whatever. So, you know, it is what it is. Follow along. It's going to be fun. I'm going to have a lot of exciting things that we're going to do here. But it's exciting and I'm very nervous too. You just see it in my face. But more excited than nervous. Uline will be here on Monday. I think I'm filming, what's today? Friday. It's snowing out. Might close the store today. We'll see how it goes with the weather. But, yeah, man. Thanks. I really appreciate it, guys. It's been a hell of a 2 years. You really overestimate what you can do in a year, but like really, really underestimate what you could do in like 5. If you asked me when I like first opened this store, granted that was only 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I would have a warehouse. I would have moved like 3 times, 3 different spots in a warehouse. I would have told you were crazy. I would have been like, granted, when I opened the store, I was like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'll just go back to another job. You know? Jobs are a dime a dozen, especially with what I was doing. Like logistics, loading trailers, working in a warehouse. You can always get another job working in a warehouse. They're everywhere. So you might as well take your shot while you're young and while you got your wits about you. Because I'd hate to be 60, 70 and being like arthritis-ridden hands and barely able to like walk from just years of just working hard, and being like, what if I took a shot? What if I did it? At least now I'll know. And I just hope you guys take the shot, because even if you don't make it, at least you'll know that you tried. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.